Caitlin here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I am so excited to introduce my preschool math activity pack. This is something that I have been working on and am so thrilled to be able to show it to you. This was created with RightStart Math Families in mind. So if you're a RightStart Math family, you're gonna love this. In fact, it probably looks familiar to you. If you're not a RightStart Math family, that's okay. You can use it too. It's really for everyone, but specifically for my RightStart families because that's what we use in our house. So I am a homeschool mom of 4. My oldest 2 are 7 and 9, so they're school age, and my younger 2, she's 4, so preschool age, and the other is a toddler. So my preschooler is the reason that this all came about. So about a year ago, I was looking for some activities that she could do independently while I was doing school with her older brothers. She wanted to do school too, and I needed something to keep her occupied while I was working with the boys on their lessons. Not a preschool curriculum where I needed to be sitting down and setting up painting and Play-Doh and that kind of stuff. We can do that at other times, but I needed something like busy work, kind of while I was working with the older kids. And so I was looking at things online and I found, there's all sorts of cute stuff out there, but I found myself looking at this big set of math manipulatives that we already own because we use the RightStart Math curriculum and thinking, man, I wish that there was some sort of like RightStart Math preschool math, basically, because they don't have a preschool program. And that's kind of what to set my brain spinning. And I was like, we need like a busy bundle for RightStart Math siblings, something like that was where I was going with it. So I created one. That's what I made. So this is a set of busy activities that use the RightStart Math manipulatives for your younger siblings of RightStart Math kids. Now again, other kids can use it. It does not have to, it's not RightStart Math exclusive or anything like that. It just uses manipulatives that we find in our RightStart Math kit. You can also find these on Amazon. Other math kits like Saxon have a lot of these too. So it's really for everyone, but it was specifically created and tailored to the RightStart Math bundle. So it's available on Etsy now. And so you can get it for yourself. It's very low prep. It's mostly independent. You might have to show them what to do the first time, but it's meant to just be, they take it and they do stuff with it while you're working with older kids. So you have to sit there and ask them a bunch of questions or anything like that. So I'm going to show you what is in there and which manipulatives you use from the RightStart Math set. And like I said, all the manipulatives are also available on Amazon, which will be linked. So if you don't have the RightStart set or you don't use it, that's okay too. Okay, let's turn it around and check it out. Okay, so this is a digital download that you purchase and you then print it off at home. I recommend printing it on cardstock and laminating it for durability. This is just a cover page that you can use if you're putting it in a binder or spiral binding it or whatever. But here is what it comes with. So the first activity here, this is in no particular order. The first one in my stack here is this number match activity. So when you buy it, it actually comes with 4 files. So there's these 2, and then there's the 2 blank ones. So you will print off the 2 blank ones, and you'll print off the 2 with the numbers, and then cut these out. Now, I only cut the fingers, the tally sticks, and the beads, and I left the numbers. You could also cut out the numbers and match those up too. That's up to you. But you just put Velcro on your blank mat and Velcro on the back of these, and then your child will match them up. And so they'll match up the finger, the tally mark, and the beads that look similar to the abacus beads. So I have two of those. And so you can take all of these off and give it to your child completely blank, or you can put a few on there and have them fill it in, just depending on their ability, how well they're counting and how well they can subbatize and that kind of stuff. So there's that. Here's our geometric solid match. So if you have the RightStart Math kit, you have a bunch of geometric solids, and this was created to go with this. You can also purchase these on Amazon. but you can leave it as a mat like this, and your child can just place the different objects on the corresponding box, or you can cut them out. You can cut them out into little squares, and then you could scatter them around the table, scatter them around the house, and have them match them up that way. If you do not have the geometric solids already and you don't want to go purchase them from Amazon, you could also cut out, print off 2 of them, cut out 2, and then have them just match up the matching pictures. Not quite the same as getting the hands on with the blocks, but a cheaper option if you don't already have those blocks at home. Now we've got a couple that use the coins. So the coin match, very simple. You just take the corresponding coin and put it on the mat. And so they can fill those in. As they get older, you could challenge them maybe to match the head with the tail, different things that you can do. We've got a coin sort. So just give your child a handful of coins and they can sort them into the correct box. And you can use, the RightStart Math plastic coins. If you don't use RightStart Math, you can buy some on Amazon, Walmart, the Dollar Tree, or you can even use actual coins from your pocket or your piggy bank or whatever. And then the coin graph, same idea, just give them a handful of coins and then they can graph them and, oops, don't use that one, that's not on there, and see which one they have the most of. So there's how that one works. Next, we are using our colored tiles. The first one is a color sort. So you give your child a handful of tiles, however many you wish, and they sort them into the correct box, sort their colors. So you can give them just a few to start out if they're very young. Then we have a color graph. Same idea as the coin graph, but you're gonna give them a handful of the colored tiles and they can sort those. Now, if you do not have the colored tiles, like I said, you can purchase them on Amazon, but you could also use counting bears or linking cubes, Legos, little small things from around your house. So it does not just have to be tiles. It just needs to be things of these colors. The next thing is these are 2 different little mats. I did this one front and back so that I would have the building mats together. You've got these will be for the colored tiles, and this is a tin frame on the back. So for the colored tiles, there is a set of 3x3, 3x4, and then continue the pattern. So when I created it, my intention was that you would cut them out and you could give your child 1 or 2 or all for them to work on, but you could absolutely just leave it as a full page and indicate which one you want the kid to do, or circle it, or let them do the whole page. I'm finding that for my daughter, if we're working on one and I haven't circled it, she forgets which one she's working on. So it's really better for her if I have just one little card that she can look at and the rest of it distracts her. But depending on the age of your child, their abilities, you can do it however. You can leave it like this, or you can cut them out. But you just give your child the card or tell them which one on the page, and then they're going to use the tiles to replicate it here on the little build it mat. And so they can do that with the 3x3s. They can do the same with the 3x4s. And then we also have a patterning one. And so same thing, you can leave it as a page or you can cut it out like I did here. And that's what this skinny row here at the bottom is for. So they can do this pattern. You can see it's blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. So they can then do the blue yellows all the way across. There are more spaces here than there are here. And there's simple patterns, there's AB patterns, ABB patterns, and ABC patterns, I believe. So a variety of patterns there that they can use. Then the other page, which mine you can turn it over, is a tin frame. And you can see in the picture that it's indicated to use the blue centimeter cubes with it. However, you can use whatever cubes or counting bears or Cheerios or whatever you would like to use for your tin frame. but you have there's the full one if you wanted to just leave it whole, or you can cut them out and you can give your child one of the 10 frames, and then they can take their centimeter cubes or whatever object you've given them to recreate that on their mat. Now here we have a tangram match. So you will need one set of your tangrams. If you use RightStart, you know, we have 2 sets that came with ours. If you want a set, I've linked to some inexpensive ones on Amazon. If you do not want to purchase any, you could always print 2 of these off and maybe print one of them on colored paper and then cut them out, laminate, and have like just a laminated cardstock set. But basically they just match up their tangram pieces with the shapes that I have on the paper here. So just getting them familiar with all those tangrams. You could do the blue, then you could have them switched out for the red, however that you would like to do that, okay? Next, we have this tally stick build it page, and you can leave this as it is and have them just make all of them, or indicate one you want them to make, or again, cut them out and give them one at a time, or, you know, have them go through them one at a time. However it works best for you and your child. But this goes along with the tally sticks. If you don't use RightStart Math, use popsicle sticks, you know, craft sticks, whatever you want to call them. And then they just use those to build whatever little shape that they would like to build with that. Super simple. All right, and then finally we have our abacus copy. This one, you can cut them out and put them individually, or you can leave the whole page. I've definitely found it was easier for my daughter if she just had one to look at. If she's trying to look at the whole entire page, she gets confused about where she is. So for her, it's been better that we have them cut out. But the concept behind this one is that you give them the picture and then they copy it on the abacus. And so this is one that, you know, if you don't have an abacus, you can't really do this activity without it. So you do need to have one of those, which you can get from RightStart or on Amazon. But this one I just felt like was really good to get them used to the abacus and used to sliding the beads around. And, you know, if you use RightStart, you will notice some of the patterning that they do later on. Right now at this age, they're not gonna understand what it is. We're not really talking about it, but it just gets them kind of familiar with the abacus and getting to play with something that they see their older siblings use. So just super fun. And that's it. We are loving this activity pack. My daughter thinks it's so fun. She asks every day, can I do my school today? Can I do my school today? She wants to do her activities. So go check it out on Etsy, and I hope your kids and you love it too. So thank you for watching. Chat with you later. Bye.